back to the newly renamed Streaknation, previously JC Drumlin. It's the same show, but with some same people, some new people, and as you'll see throughout the semester, some new improvements. I'm Rachel Veda.
And I'm Danny Markino. Let's get started. The pitch is cut, lined, and ready to go for this year's edition of Blue Streak Soccer. The men's team is off to a 4-2-1 start, claiming wins over Elmhurst, St. Vincent College, Methodist College, and most recently Hiram College. Their 2 losses on the season came at the hands of the University of Puget Sound and neighborhood rival Case Western Reserve. Leading the Wolfpack in goals and total points is sophomore Dalton Browski. Fellow sophomore Jesse Marinero leads the team in assists with 4. Head coach Hector Marinero will take the team to Geneva College this Saturday before they open up Ohio Athletic Conference action next Saturday in Ada, Ohio, as they take on the Polar Bears of Ohio Northern. On the women's side, the Blue Streaks currently hold a 2-4-1 record and are currently riding a 2-game win streak. Head coach Michael Merrick called upon sophomore Katie O'Donnell late this past week against Hanover, and she delivered. A game winner it was in the 102nd minute to clinch the win for the Blue Streaks. Freshman forward Bailey Fisher leads the way for the team in goals, points, and assists. The team will pack up and travel to Carnegie Mellon this Friday to take on the Tartans. They will then head to Case Western Reserve on Sunday before opening up their Ohio Athletic Conference action the following Saturday against Ohio Northern at Don Shula Stadium.
In his first starting game, JCU's new quarterback, Jake Schaefer, had more yards alone than the entire Bearcats O-line with a total of 271 yards. Along with 4 touchdowns, Marshall Howell gained 137 yards with 11 catches, resulting in 2 touchdowns. Aaron Pruitt was the game's top rusher, gaining 66 yards on 16 carries. After a bye week, the Blue Streaks headed to Tiffin, Ohio to play Heidelberg University. JCU beat the Student Princes in the conference opener 23-16. It wasn't until there was just 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter when JCU tied the game. Ray Brown gave the Streaks a chance to nab the lead by forcing and recovering a fumble. The Streaks made it a 1-score game when Schaefer found Howell wide open in the end zone. Heidelberg tried to save the game, but dropped a pass on the 4th down in what ended up being their last possession of the game. For more details on key players of these games, here's Caitlin Salvino.
Thanks, Rachel, for giving the latest news on Blue Streak football. And not only was their victory in the conference opener great news, but we have some outstanding players to break down from this past week. First of all, I'd like to mention a Blue Streak that shows qualities of service, good academics, and teamwork. The AFCA Good Works team has awarded senior David Porter, who is a defensive lineman for the Streaks, for his prominent characteristics. The AFCA nominees have to be actively involved and committed to working with charitable organizations, community service, and maintain good grades. There are about 200 nominees from college and universities across the country, and Porter has earned a spot on this special team. Head coach Tom Arth and former assistant coach Tommy Zagorski nominated Porter. Zagorski stated that Porter has been a leader both on and off the field and lives a life of service for others. His commitment to his community and football are outstanding. Some outreach programs Porter has been involved in includes Jesuit Day of Service, Take Back the Night, and JCU Lab Project. It is truly fascinating to see these young athletes take on these types of involvements. Thanks, David, for your work both on the field and off. Now, speaking of work on the field, let's get going with our players of the week. Our star player of the week has reached his career high of 11 catches last game. And let's not forget his 2 touchdowns with a total of 137 yards. This young man is only 1 catch away to become the 11th player in JCU history to reach the 110th mark in career catches. Yep, you've guessed it. This award goes to junior wide receiver Marshall Howell. He is awarded as Ohio Athletic Conference Football Offensive Player of the Week. Now on to our special teams. This OAC Player of the Week is another junior, and his name is Michael Hollins. His work on the field changed the game versus Heidelberg last week. The play went down like this. Michael blocked Heidelberg's extra point kick and returned it, which gave the Streaks 2 more points to lead the game. Our Streaks are currently on the road to success as the cool weather begins to unwind, meaning football season has finally begun. Thanks for listening. I'm Caitlin Salvino. Be sure to follow the latest JCU sports news on Twitter and Instagram. You can also follow my personal account at Kate_Salvino. Thank you.
Thanks, Caitlin. Now introducing one of our new members of the JC TV sports team. Here's Eddie Marotta. Eddie, take it away.
While we are still early in the season, the men's golf team is off to a strong start. To kick off the year, they finished 5th out of 11 in the Gatorade Collegiate, with sophomore Andrew Britton taking home his second OAC Player of the Week award. Britton finished the two-day event with a 2 under 142, tying for 3rd overall in the tournament.
Thanks, Eddie. Glad to have you here. And now, introducing our newest member of the JCU sports team, here is Brenan Breto. Brenan, the floor is yours.
Men's and women's cross country has gotten out to a hot start in their respective seasons. The men's squad had an enticing matchup against the Spartans of Case Western Reserve in the Sudeck Sundown Classic for their first meet. Both bands of runners were regionally ranked, JCU at number 4 and Case at number 10. In addition, the Streaks were nationally ranked at number 31 in the Great US of A. It was a tight one, but the Spartans prevailed 30-25, due in large part to having the top 2 individual racers. JCU's scoring 5 was spearheaded by Elliot Thorkelson, whose time of 23.4 earned him the number 3 slot. In their second running at the Penn State University Behrend Lions Invitational in Erie, Pennsylvania, JCU bounced back in emphatic fashion. They totaled at 21 points and placed 6 of its runners in the top 9. The host school was a distant second with 84 points. Thorkelson and O'Brien paved the path for the Blue Streaks' victory by placing 1st and 2nd. Thorkelson blazed the course at a 26:27.5 pace and achieved his first collegiate title. O'Brien was close behind at 26 minutes 37 seconds, and it was the first competition, the 2014 All-Ohio Championships, since then, that the boys snatched the team title. The girls had a similar day versus Case as the Streaks placed 2nd in 3 school contests, with Ursuline joining in on the fun. The number 20 ranked D3 Spartans ran away with 1st place. Erin Kiley was top for the Blue Streaks after finishing 3rd with a time of 16 minutes and 11 seconds. Hannah Sturl had a top 5 time at 16 minutes 18 seconds. I'm telling you, the men and women have been on the same wavelength lately. In a similar bounce-back effort, the Lady Streaks defeated the competition in Erie. They were faster than 17 other schools. JCU had 6 of the top 9 runners in that race to score 22 points out of the rest of the field's reach. Point Park took home the 2nd with 101. Becky Rower led the way with 2nd place, earning a time of 19:06, and Skaja Motorzinski was the next runner with JCU to cross the finish line as she claimed 4th with a time of 20:05. JCU sealed the victory when they rounded out the single digits with runners placing 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. It was the women's first title since capturing the OAC crown in 2013.
Thanks, Brennan, and welcome to the crew.
That's all for this edition of Streak Nation. I'm Rachel Veda.
And I'm Danny Markino.
Be sure to follow us on our YouTube page and on Twitter at JCU TV. And as always, good luck to our teams and go Blue Streaks.